Hi and welcome to this MRTV live stream. I went to Gamescom 2019 and I played a lot of cool VR games. In this stream, I'm going to show you my gameplay of Walking Dead Onslaught, of The Wizard's Dark Times, of A Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets, and of Budget Cuts 2. And all of this goodness is coming up. And here I am. Hi and welcome to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and if this is your first time here, if you're just as excited about a VR and AR as me, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so you don't miss anything. Yes, so Gamescom 2019 is over. I was there, and now I'm going to show you all of the gameplay videos that I made there, and I'm going to tell you my impression, in my opinion, which game was the best game there. And I'm going to tell you all of this in this live stream, and I'm going to show you all of the gameplay videos. So that should be pretty exciting. What did I think of Gamescom in general? Well, it's amazing. Lots of people there as always, and absolutely worth it to go there. However, it was especially worth it for me to go because, well, I had a press accreditation, so I could go to the business area, and the business area, there was the place where all the VR stuff was actually going on, which is a bit unfortunate for all the people who were there just with a normal ticket because they couldn't go to that business area, because in that business area there was the VR showcase. And the VR showcase, that was where the big fun was at, because, well, 6 VR games were there and you could play all of these 6 VR games. And, well, those games were Walking Dead Onslaught from Survios. Amazing. Then The Wizard's Dark Times. Then Budget Cuts 2. Then A Curious Tale of Stolen Pets. Then Akron. Akron, the little game with local co-op. And Down the Rabbit Hole from Cortopia Games. Everything was there together. And we could simply play 30 minutes with all of these games. We could do interviews. It was pretty amazing. And now I'm going to tell you all about it. But why don't we start now with The Walking Dead Onslaught. Of course, you know The Walking Dead, the amazing TV show. And finally, you can play it yourself. Finally, you can play it in VR, and the whole thing is being made by Survios. Super nice. And, well, Survios, you know, they've done amazing, incredible games. Now they've done Walking Dead Onslaught. What can I tell you? First of all, I can tell you this game is unbelievably brutal, gory, lots of blood. So yeah, if you are not into these kind of brutal games, this definitely is not for you. It is crazy, but you will see for yourself. Now, if you like Arizona Sunshine, I believe you're going to love Walking Dead Onslaught. Simply, well, it is beautiful, it looks beautiful, and more importantly, it plays beautiful. And before I started the game, I talked with the Survios guys, and they told me, hey, we are very proud of this game. Why? Because the way that you can interact with the zombies, as in kill them, is amazing. Number one, you can cut off the limbs of the zombies, and of course you can cut the head off. Very immersive. Number two, you can scratch things into them. So if you want to make a Zorro Z, you can do so. Or if you want to write MRTV into their skin, you can do so. This is pretty crazy. And also, number three, you can grab into them and get their inner things out of them. So really gory stuff, but you know what? Why don't I just show you the game? And I'm going to do so now. Let me find it. And here we go. The Walking Dead, my gameplay as it was recorded by the Survios guys. Enjoy. All right. So here we go, and now we learn how to open the door, and you simply push against it and it works really nice. Here we go. Machete. Our first weapon here that we take. And I'm on my way here to my very first victim. To my very first victim, and I'm going to try the machete. Yeah, works. Could have been better. I could have directly chopped off the head, but didn't work in the very first try. But I can spoil as much. It is going to work later. Hi, DJ Gelo. Hi there. Hi, DK Next. Good to have you here. So you can flip the grip. You can hold it like this, like this in the psycho manner. And yeah. And what else can I tell you? Well, the way that you walk is very cool, because it's the same way as like how you walk in Creed, as in you have to kind of swing with your arms and then you can walk. I personally like that way. It feels more immersive, and people who get sick when having free locomotion, oh, look at this, now it gets more bloody, huh? They will like it. And you can chop off the limbs, you can chop off the hands, the arms, even off the enemies that you've already like defeated. So yeah, some food, somebody, some leg for some nice zombie barbecue. Everything is possible. So unfortunately they've given me lots of different files, so sometimes I always have to load the next file. That's what I do. Hi Paul, hi Kirsty, hi. Yeah, so as you can tell, this game is super gory, super bloody, but it looks good, and I can tell you, it plays so well. Because, well, you can do more with those zombies, right? It's not just, you shoot them in the head and that's it. No, you can take their head, you can chop their heads off, you can scratch your name into their chest, you can grab them, you can put the knife into them, and move around, get their inner things out. You know what I mean? It is pretty crazy. Gory. That's gory, right? Exactly, Paul, right? Super gory. And now I'm getting my first gun here. So now about gunplay. How is gunplay in this game? Well, I can tell you, it's good. It's very satisfying. It feels great. The reloading is very natural. And all the time you are getting ammo here, and you're getting fuel and XP, and you're leveling up, so it's very well made. And again, the gunplay is very satisfying. Later in this gameplay footage, I'm even going to show you some machine gunplay, and it's just over the top. I can tell you, it's simply over the top. Yeah. So as you can tell, my aim is very strong. And it's truly fun. It just feels good. It's, for me, this is a game that definitely I will get it once it's out. And the next file. Let me load the next file for you. Here it is. So definitely for me, this is a game that I'm going to get. And what you can also do, here, you go into this room and then you shoot at the dynamite in the middle of the room. There, the green thing. You see that? You saw it? Some dynamite. And you can do these kind of tricks. And yeah, it's fun. It's simply fun to play. Really fun to play. And for all of you who are wondering, yes, it does look better than Arizona Sunshine, Paul. Exactly, totally agreed. For all of you who are wondering if there's going to be some kind of story that's going to be told, yes. And do you see how I step this lady? You can step, you can really step, and you can get into their inner workings, inner body, you know. Yeah, anyway, so yes, there's a story, and actually, just for this game, the people who make the TV show, right, the Walking Dead, they wrote a story just for this game. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, really cool, really cool. You're going to have an interesting story, and you really play that story that was made by the Walking Dead guys. Let me go to the next file here. And now I have this shotgun. And the shotgun is so satisfying. Oh my goodness. You will see that later in this gameplay. Like how super satisfying this is. Because for every single shot you have to reload it. by like gesturing like down and up, you know, this kind of movement. And yeah, it just feels so satisfying to shoot this shotgun and to do this reloading motion by like flicking it down to the ground and up again. Just badass. So the whole time when I was playing this game, I simply felt like so badass. So they really made me feel like I am in this game right now, and let me turn down the volume a bit of the game. I'm in The Walking Dead, and look at this here now. This zombie was right at me, and you know what you can do? You can also use melee with your weapons, so you don't have to shoot. You can also like use that shotgun and simply hit the guys when they're too close, like now. Or you can also use your hand and box them. So this is great. A hole in the skull. And Peter asks, looks brain dead. It is. Kirsty White, do you play as a character from the TV show? Yes. So you do. Let me. And actually, during the story, you change between characters. So it's not just one guy, not just this. What's his name? Grimes? I forgot his name. Yes, you are a character from the TV show, and it was just fun. Even though it was just slaughtering the shit out of these zombies, it was just so good. It was just so much fun to do so, and it's worth it. So I'm super much. Okay, let me get the next file. I'm just so much looking forward to play this game. I'm so much looking forward to play Walking Dead Onslaught. So now I would like to hear before now. Here, I just get this here now. The baseball bat, which has a name, right? Lucille. And now this baseball bat is just so fun. Look at this. Look at this. This is just over the top. Using this baseball bat. Hi, Meister Lou. Yes, you can use. Oops. You can use the baseball bat to knock them. You can do that. So good. It's so satisfying. So I want to hear from you guys. Once this is out, are you going to get it? Please say yes if this looks good to you. If you want to get it, please say no if this is not your kind of game and if you not want to get it. Say yes if you want it. Say no if you don't want it. You need to watch Walking Dead. I did watch the first few seasons, but not the latest ones. Big yes from Skid Row. Yeah, Skid Row. Unfortunately, we didn't meet at Gamescom. Unfortunately not. Nice to meet, yes. Shadow Quiller, probably. Niall, yes. Paul Bateson, that's the baseball bat from the show, exactly. And look at how satisfying that is. Incredible. Incredibly satisfying. Oh my friggin' god. So fun. But later, probably now or next video, I'm going to show you the machine gun. And the machine gun was pretty satisfying itself. Really good stuff. But first you're going to see some more baseball bat gameplay. And you know, I'm swinging my hands here in order to walk around, and I really like this way of locomotion. It feels just more immersive and more real. Okay, next video. And now I have to clear the area to get to the next level. And first of all, I'm using the baseball bat, right, as I did here, and also some shotgun action. But later, very soon actually, I'm going to grab the machine gun, and yes, then I will mow down all of these guys. It is truly fun. Kirsty, I might. Is it coming to the Rift S or the Quest? Rift S for sure. I played this on the Rift S. And they couldn't tell me yet about the quest. But perhaps it's also coming to the quest. I think every single game developer, they want to look at how gory this is. Every single game developer, they want to bring stuff to the quest as well because they don't want to leave the money on the table, right? Makes sense, right? So anyways, this is on the Rift S for sure. Probably also going to be on the quest at some point in time, but they couldn't tell me here. So, very soon I'm grabbing the machine gun. There it is. And then I'm going to maul the shit out of these people. Look at this. Look at this. I was in a total blood rush. Oh my god, it was really, really fun to use that gun and the gunplay as well. The gunplay was very, very satisfying, as you can tell. And look how many of those zombies are here. My goodness, crazy. And yeah, I had to run away. And then I was out of ammo, but I did get some ammo there, I think. Anyways, the machine gunplay, good. Really, really good and very satisfying. Yeah, this is it. This is the gameplay of Walking Dead. Again, my big recommendation. I loved every single minute that I had with the game, and they really did a great job of how you can like kill those zombies. Not just shooting them in the head, no. You can cut off their head, cut off their limbs. You can like scratch their flesh. You can like go into them with a knife and do all kinds of things. Very well done. Congratulations to Servios for this game, and I personally, I'm very, very, very much looking forward. I was very much looking forward to play this game, and I'm very much looking forward to get this game once it's out. All right, why don't we go to the next game here? The next game that I have gameplay of. And let me find it. So, all right, let's talk about Budget Cuts 2. Budget Cuts 2. I really loved Budget Cuts 1. Budget Cuts 1, as you know, an amazing game. A bit stealth, very cool teleportation mechanics, very many production values, AAA game, big fun, right? Now, Budget Cuts 2 is going to come out. And what is different from Budget Cuts 1? Well, first of all, you are not only in the office, because in the first game, basically you were all in the office most of the time, right? But now, in the second part, they're bringing you to other areas out of the office. In the demo that I played, I was mostly on skyscrapers out of the office. Pretty cool. And they are introducing a new game mechanic. So next to everything that you could do in Budget Cuts 1, now in Budget Cuts 2, you have bow and arrow. Oh yes, bow and arrow. We all love it, right? Very, very nice. So this is Budget Cuts 2, now with bow and arrow, and now also not just in the office, but also outside. So how did I like the demo? Let me tell you, unfortunately, I was very displeased with the demo that they showed here. I was really, unhappy about the demo. And let me tell you why. Unfortunately, the gameplay mechanics, the controls, they sucked. They sucked so bad. It was impossible to win that demo. You would die very soon, and you would die over and over and over, and it was so frustrating. So let me tell you what the problem was. The problem was that in order to use the bow and arrow, you had to first equip the bow, and then from your inventory, you have to take an arrow, and then you can shoot. But once you have the bow and arrow equipped, you cannot move anymore. You cannot teleport anymore because, well, you have the bow equipped, right? So if you are in a situation where you need to quickly move away, or in a situation where you have to quickly use the bow and arrow, wow, it's so complicated because you first have to put the teleportation gun away. Then you have to equip the bow, then you have to get an arrow from the inventory, and in the meantime, you're dead. So unfortunately, they have given us this moment in the demo where you will die for sure. And well, I was dying like over and over and over again. And not just me, also the people that I talked to, we're always super frustrated by that control. So dear Neat Games and dear Fast Travel Games who are co-working on that game, you need to change your controls. That was just so frustrating. Other than that, this game has so much promise. Yeah, and let me show you the clip. So, budget cuts 2. It's going to start in a moment here. It's just frozen here now. Okay, here we go. So, teleportation mechanics.
So good.
Still as amazing as ever. Robots still as cute as ever.
I've
Production
arranged for
value
Robert
still
to meet us
as
close
high
to our
as
objective.
ever. Really,
He can get us
really
into the
cool.
offices on the
And
top floor
yeah,
of the post
so
office.
far everything
If
is
he's
good.
in a good mood.
You can still
I hope
use
he's in a
that
good
nice
mood.
stamp, and you can improve things. And I did, and I approved that robot as well. Oh, I love it. Very nice. Then we're getting to the area now where they no, not yet. This was the inventory, and now we're getting to the area where they introduce this bow and arrow to us. Yeah, so bring tool hand here. That's what I did. Tool hand was there, but no, I have to unequip the grip first, and then you can get the bow. This is the bow. Now I try to get the arrows. Yeah, but yeah, I have to unequip the teleportation gun first and get the grip, the thing, the tool where you can grip things. You know, even that part was already fucking complicated. And then I had to change the bow to the left hand, and now I have to take the grip things to take the arrows. Oh, it was just complicated. And now I can get to shooting. So you see what I mean with complicated? Anyways, then I tried to shoot at those things, and yes, it works well. I was actually looking for some kind of iron sights, but they don't have iron sights. So yeah, they said like, okay, simply figure out shooting the bows and arrows yourself, and it will be more rewarding. And I think they are right. It's like once you get the hang of it, it is pretty much fun. So then, yeah, I shot my robot colleagues, yeah, which was indeed satisfying. And now I'm going to, yeah, the controls indeed awful, really complicated. And yeah, Paul Bateson, really, the controls killed it for me. It was so complicated, and this was even an area without enemies, right? Later in this demo, we're getting to an area where there are some enemies, and I was dying over and over and over and over again. So yeah, actually they didn't record all the time that I died, and I can show you that. But anyways, let me show you let's simply keep on watching what I have here. And yeah, you know what? I needed to take those arrows here. I had to put them into my inventory one by one. How frustrating is that, right? Instead of just having those bows and arrows. No, you have to put them into your inventory, and once it's full, you can't take any more arrows. And yeah, all these little things, they need to make the controls way better, way better. So, okay, but now finally we're out of the office, and now we're like teleporting around, and very soon I'm going to show you the first enemy, this guy here, and I'm going to shoot him in the face, and it's going to be pretty good. So now let me show you. I'm teleporting here, and now I'm changing to the, I have to change to the arrow. I'm taking the arrow now, and I'm shooting this guy now. But this was okay because this guy, he was not coming towards me, he was just standing there, and I just shot him in the back, right? So yeah. Yes, you can also just throw the arrow without the bow, that's right. You can do that too. Anyways. Hey there, Game Attack. Hey dudes, I'm now going through all the videos here that I made at at the Gamescom. And yeah, by the way, guys, you have to subscribe to Gamertech VR. Gamertech VR is a very cool dude, and I met him at the Gamescom. Very cool channel, cool guy. Go and subscribe to his channel now. Gamertech VR. Yeah, so now let me show you the frustrating part now, right? So Gamertag, did you also think that Budget Cuts 2 could be a very nice game if the controls were much better? The controls really killed it for me. Very, very terrible. So I don't even know what I'm trying to do so here now, right? It was just like, oh, I was trying to do something, but I didn't know how, and very, very terrible. And yeah, so I'm now moving around with the teleportation thing and going to the next building over there. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, walking around. And Proud Dog is here. Yeah, Proud Dog. Hi there, Proud Dog. Hope everything is good with you. And very soon there's going to be an enemy, and I died every single time. I think I tried like 10 times or so, but it was just so frustrating because I couldn't get to my weapon in time. I was simply too slow, and it was simply too complicated. I think now here there's a robot up. There's a robot up there, right? So okay, like I try to teleport up now. And yeah, you can like see him first. This is the guy who killed me like lots of times. And okay, now I'm changing to dead. you know what I'm talking about? I'm changing to boof, I'm dead. And you know, I died like 10 times in this moment, but they simply stopped to record me. It was just so frustrating. Because when you have the bow, you cannot teleport anymore. But if you teleport to the enemy, and then you need to get back to your bow, it will take too long. And he shot me in the face over and over and over again. So again, dear Neat Games and dear Fast Travel Games, you need to change the controls. You have to make it so that I can still teleport even when I have the bow and arrow. So you have to make probably like some kind of mix between bow and teleportation gun. Teleportation bow. Make a teleportation bow and all my worries are gone. So if with this controls, I would rate my MRTV hype factor a strong 4 out of 10. If they get the controls right, I would give this an MRTV hype factor of 8. Probably even 8.6 out of 10. So please get the controls right. You still have some time. And yeah, looking forward to that game. Hopefully with better controls. Yeah, alrighty. Great work, Seb. Thank you, Proud Dog. Yeah, exactly, Gamertag. Teleportation bow patent. So if this comes up, in the end game, if the teleportation bow comes up, yeah, you know where the royalties are going. MRTV. All right, that was Budget Cuts. Now we come into a game that really, really surprised me in a positive way. Now we're going to talk about The Wizards Dark Times. And I must tell you guys, honestly, The Wizards, the first game, the game that is out right now, it kind of went through my radar. I didn't play it. I really didn't play it. I watched other people play it, but it didn't make me feel like, oh, I need to play that game. Sometimes I have this with games that I don't feel I even want to try it. And with The Wizards, I had exactly that feeling. I didn't want to try it. But now I tried The Wizards Dark Times, which is like a DLC which is going to come out in 2020. And actually the game, it kind of stands by itself, The Wizards Dark Times. And it's more like made like an adventure where you play through the whole thing. You're not going back to hub worlds. They came up with new spells. So for all of you who don't know The Wizards, it's like an adventure game where you do gestures in order to summon a fireball or all kind of cool weapons and shields, and yeah, it is pretty amazing. So I had never played that game because I wasn't excited about it, right? But this, now I played this game, The Wizard's Dark Times, which is gonna come out next year, and you know what? I loved it. I loved the friggin' hell out of it. So, never having played it, they showed me how to play it, and this is the gameplay. Let me show you The Wizard's Dark Times. Alright, so they put me into the headset. I'm now putting on the headset, and first of all, I can tell you that the game looks beautiful. It is such a beautiful game, and while I was playing that game, over and over and over again, I was just like in awe. I told them like, hey guys, how did you make that happen? It looks so good. It looks so nice, and really enjoyed it. So for this, now they're teaching me the game mechanics, the controls. So now they teach me how to make a fireball, and I have to flick the wrist here, and I have the fireball, and then I simply throw it. Flick, wrist, fireball, throw. Nice. Game mechanic that really worked. Then next one. Some kind of from inside to the outside motion with both of your hands. I think I tried it now. Wait a moment. Give it a moment. No, I was still on the fireball thing. Here, again, fireball. I like that. It makes you feel very badass that suddenly you have that fireball. Here, this is the next one. Bow. Like some kind of frozen bow and arrow. And how do you get that? By making a motion like from the inside to the outside with your hands. You get that beautiful bow, and from outside to inside with your left hand or your right, you get that shield, and you can throw that shield. It works really nice. So you can be like Captain America in that game, and you can summon the shield, and it feels good. It feels really, really good. I really enjoyed that. Really, and fireball and the shield. So you really feel very cool when playing that game. And here you have that bow, and if you again do the inside out motion, then you will have this kind of like ice sword, and you can go melee, you can go crazy. So you have all kinds of cool things. You have all kinds of cool things. You have the power, exactly, DK next. You have the power, and yeah, you also have some other thing where you can like wow, I don't know even how I would call this, but you can like push the enemies away from you with that motion where you like put the controllers to your torso, and then like you do like a kamehameha, you know, like woo, or like a fireball thing. So lots of cool stuff, and I enjoyed it. So this was like 5 minutes, and I had the controls down. And then they told me, okay, Sebastian, now go and find the enemies. And I said, okay, guys, I will go and find the enemies. Hadouken! Exactly, Paul. That's right. So, here,
clear a path with fire if need be.
I'm trying to get through this, but of course I need a fireball. And then I totally blow this up, and then I go through. And I tell you guys, I really wanted to be in that world. I so wanted to be in that world. It was just so good to be in that world. And yeah, I'm now here with the first enemies. This guy, I totally killed him with a fireball. And then I used that Hadouken thing. And yeah, very satisfying. So now I'm using that bow and arrow to get to the distance, to get to this guy. And yeah, once you hit them with that ice arrow, time is going to slow down for the guy, so he's going to become slower. And yeah, Meister Lou says, glad they didn't give up on the game. Exactly, so they improved the game really a lot. Now I really want to play it. I'm really looking forward to the game. And graphics is good, gameplay is good. I really want to play that game, and I enjoyed every single moment that I had during this gameplay. So you see how slow this guy is now, because I hit him with the ice arrow, And I'm going up there to this guy and going to finish him up. Yeah, really good that they didn't give up on the game, and now it's really cool. So I kill him now, I think with the arrow. Yes, I'm getting the arrow out, and now he's gone. Very nice, very much fun. And again, I had only played this 5 minutes now, right? But I had all the controls down, and everything worked really nice, and it made you feel badass. I love those games that make you feel badass, right? And this one truly, truly did. Yes, so here's some fire. And you know what? They even have some climbing mechanics. So look how I climbed that wall up. I climbed that wall up,
The passage
and
is open.
it was fun to do so. And while I was climbing up this wall, I was looking at the bricks, and I told them, you know what, your bricks look so nice. And all the stuff in the game, it really did look cool. It really looked nice. So very, very
Up
much
ahead, you
enjoyed
see.
this.
Stone portal
Dear
is
people
where the
watching this
building
right now,
started.
I would like to ask you, are you going to pick up
There should be a
the
path up
Wizard's
somewhere
Dark
to your
Times
left.
once it comes out, after what you see here right now? Say yes if this looks good to you, and if you're probably going to pick it up, say no if this is not your kind of game. Looking forward to find out what you guys think. Look at this graphics. Look at those amazing graphics. Looks so nice. Totally enjoyed the shit out of it. And yeah. So good. IPCSK, not sure. Is it DLC? I do think it's DLC. Yeah. But it's a whole new game then.
Look out for the
Maybe,
shrubbery.
says Pelly.
Even fungi are dangerous this close to the source
And look
of
at
the
that
bloom.
mushroom. That mushroom was angry. Yeah, and Paul liked the first one, so when I get through that one, I will get this one. Nice. Yeah, but just look at the graphics. Look at the graphics. How beautiful it looks.
The mechanism of the gate
It's a
is in
world
need of
that you
some
truly want to be in. It's so well made, at least that demo. So actually I can't wait to see more. And well, you do have some puzzles as well. So I need to get through that entrance, right? So in order to make that happen, I had to solve some little puzzles. And well, you see those things. How would you call them? I forgot the name, the English name. Those round things that you also find in motors. Anyways, these things were not. You had to free them. You had to free them and make them run great again. And I did that by firing it up. And gears. Oh yeah, guys. Thank you, gears. That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh my god. Is this Rift S or Quest? Kirsty, this is Rift S. I was playing that on Rift S, but I believe this is also going to come out for the Quest. Because the
Let's
Wizards
see what
is
lies
also on
beyond.
Quest, right? Gears, that's right. Guys, thank you so much for helping me improve my English. Look how beautiful this looks like. Man, I really, really
Scarcely any
enjoyed
trace of the
it
old
so
forest.
much. Yeah, and Jarilo's also looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, Walking Dead was really good. But the Wizards, it was truly a surprise for me. Really. Truly a surprise. So well done there. And yeah, just look how everything looks. Ah, the graphics are so cool. So
Careful now.
nice.
Figures
And
you will
again,
find
there's an
trouble this close to the
angry
place where it all
mushroom.
began.
But I made some mushroom omelet there. Nice. Yeah, so that was really one of the games that I truly enjoyed playing at Gamescom 2019. And now you will still see some battles here that I have with those inhabitants of this world. So yeah, everything feels really cool. Fireballs feel great, the shield feels great. Here, throwing the shield feels great. basically all of the weapons that you have. Everything feels cool. Everything feels intuitive. And I truly enjoy it. DKNX says, your English is very good. Thank you, DKNX. Yes, but sometimes I do miss a word. But then you will tell me. That's the beauty of it. Oh, you can throw fireballs at unlit lanterns and they will light up, says Paul. Nice, I like it. Yeah, I like those kind of details. But just look at how beautiful this world looks like. Incredible. Incredible what's possible in 2019, right? Really incredible. Yeah, and Paul says it makes me want to look at the first game again. I refunded it. Wow, and the devs gave you a code. Nice. And yeah, so I came until this place and now the king bitch is there and wants me to fight her.
If all of Melioras
yeah, the Wizards. The Wizards Dark Times coming out next year, 2020. This is a game that I'm truly looking forward to. And here I am again. Crazy hair, but it's 1 a.m. here in Germany. Well, Wizards Dark Times, well done. Really cool. Enjoyed every single moment of it. Definitely a must-buy game for me, and I even might think about looking into the original Wizards now after having played the Dark Times. All right, one more gameplay video that I want to share with you. I also played The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets from Fast Travel Games. And Fast Travel Games, of course, they did an amazing job with Apex Construct last year. And now the second game is a totally different game. Cute, full of emotions. That is what The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets is all about. So, well, why is it emotional? Well, your granddad is telling you a tale of when you were a child. And, well, that is already emotional, but you will see for yourself. And you have to solve little puzzles in different kind of levels. But why don't we simply have a look into it? This is my personal gameplay of The Curious Tale of the Stolen Pets. Enjoy. All right, here we go.
Is that you?
Rambo never knew your granddad.
You at first. You're all grown up. Maybe you've forgotten.
Yeah, actually me neither.
Granddad. I didn't think
unfortunately.
So.
Anyways, in this game you have a granddad and he's emotionally going to tell you all you have to know. And everything is very cute, but simply watch for yourself. All right.
Your childhood bedroom and your old things are here. I don't remember these paintings. Maybe they're here.
So this is the room that we slept in as a child. Isn't it already emotional? Very well done. Very cute. Super sweet. Super sweet. Cute. Lovely. That's where they're going at here. That's what they're going for here.
All the pets have gone missing.
And I believe they have succeeded big time in making this super cute and super lovely. Alright, so what is the gameplay all about? Well, here you can see it. It's like floating islands. Floating island, and you can totally interact with the stuff on this island. And look at how cute it is. Look at the people, like those figures here running around this little island. And you can interact with that island by like moving it around, walking around it, and interacting with the stuff that you find on it, and solving puzzles. And well, what you're looking for right now is you're looking for pets, because they were stolen, right? So your your goal is to free all of these animals that you can find on this island. So in the first moment you have no idea what's going on, right? But then little by little you find things, like there's a cup, right? So probably there's going to be some tea. There's this wooden chest, and yeah, you have to open it, and yeah, there are some berries or whatever, and looks like claymation. Exactly, those, yeah, exactly, clay animation, right? So very cute, very well done. And over the course of all the levels, they're going to tell you this emotional story. So I think that's going to be a nice experience. Yeah, so I was like trying to click on everything, and see, I saw the teapot, and I filled this up here with some hot water, but it would directly come out again. So yeah, these are like the little puzzles that you have to solve, right? So later I'm coming up with a solution. And what else can we find? Here's some kind of clock, and if you click it, and it has a teacup, you see that? There's a teacup inside it, so you kind of have to use it with a teacup later, and you will see how ingenious I solved that puzzle in only a few minutes. Sweet like cotton candy, exactly. And you have those buttons, and you see here now I have 2 green buttons on that lock. So I simply have to find the next button, and then I believe it would open. And here is like a candle, right? So I'm using that candle in order to heat up the water now. Yeah, directly came to the conclusion. And now I'm putting in the hot water into the teapot. Here we go. I don't know why the hot water is not coming out, but yeah, it doesn't come out anymore. And what do I do next? IPCSK, everybody seems so happy about the game. Probably not your cup of tea. Well, here you see, now I used the timer, and now there's something coming out of it, and I just freed the first pet. When do you shoot something or blow it up? Well, not in this game. So the first game of fast travel game, it was all about like shooting things up. And this game is all about exploration. It's probably more aimed at the younger generations. That's what I believe, right? It's so cute, everything. It's probably the perfect game for your kids, something that you want to give your children to play. And here, I got the third button, and then I freed the next cute little animal. Little rabbit. Yeah. Exactly. And I think I had like 1 pet left in this first world. And then I was done with this cute little demo of this cute little game. I don't even remember how I made it happen, but I solved it. I know I can remember I solved it. Yeah. I think there was another button or what. So yeah, I think this is like a cute and emotional game. That's what they were looking for to create. Something probably for more of a younger generation. And they have several levels going on. And then over the course of the levels, you will find out about the story that your granddad wants to tell you, and yeah, then you can have a great time, a very cute time in VR, and learn about the story that your granddad wants to tell you. And in this moment, I had solved the first island, and then I would go on to the next level, but not in this demo. I think that was it. Yeah, that was the demo. Yeah, that's the curious tale of the stolen pets. Very cute game. Again, probably more aimed at the younger generations. And yeah, it's coming out later this year. All right. There were two more games at the VR showcase. One game was called Down the Rabbit Hole. Unfortunately, I don't have the gameplay footage. They didn't give it to me. Or they gave it to me, but I didn't find the thumbstick anymore. Anyways, there was a quest game. And it was a quest game in the Alice in Wonderland world. And in that game, you control two characters. One character, I believe, was Alice, and the other character was like a little soldier. But the soldier was like a playing card soldier, just like in Alice in Wonderland. And you could control both characters, and with both characters, you had to solve puzzles. So there was some co-op with yourself going on, and it looked very cute, very well made. It did remind me a bit of Moss, but without the combat. So the game was playing around you in 360, so you had to turn around. And yeah, I did like this game. I think that's going to be a very nice game for people who are looking for some kind of adventure game, some kind of puzzle solving game. The puzzles were, yeah, not so easy sometimes. And for these people, I think it's going to be a great game. Down the Rabbit Hole. Unfortunately, I don't have gameplay footage, but I think you can find some gameplay footage on YouTube already. Then the last game in the showcase was called Acorn. And that was a very interesting local multiplayer game where one guy or girl has the VR headset on, and up to 8 other players can play the game on the mobile phone. You have to download the app for Android or for iPhone. And well, what is it all about? The players with the phones are squirrels, and the player with the VR headset is a tree. And the squirrels, they try to steal those acorns. And the tree, the guy in VR, has to prevent them from doing so by throwing balls at them, by catching them and throwing them away. And it's crazy. It's super nice. I don't have the gameplay footage to show you, but I can tell you in the local multiplayer, in the local co-op, it was big fun. I was playing this with the girls and guys from Resolution Games. And yeah, the guys who made this game, and they were hilarious. They had so much fun, and I had so much fun too, being either a squirrel or being the tree. And the game is coming out on 29th of August, and I can tell you, I think it's going to cost like $10, and it's a great party game. If you're on a party and if you want to show people about VR, this is fantastic. Only one headset is needed. Other people just get out their phones, get the game on it, and then you can all play together, and you're going to have a great time. For $10, I think it's a must download game if you are on a party. If you're only alone, I think no. If you are on a party, yes. If you are alone, no. Even though there's there's like online multiplayer. You can also play this online against others. But but I think the real fun is going to be once you are on a party and you want a party game. And yeah, you're going to have a great game playing Acorn. And yeah, it's going to come out on 29th of August. All right, that was the VR showcase. Now let me tell you about another game that I played at the Gamescom 2019. And this other game is called After the Fall. After the Fall by Vertigo Games. Vertigo Games, of course, the company, the game development studio that did Arizona Sunshine. And this game, After the Fall, is coming out in 2020. And I can tell you what, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play it. My game of Gamescom 2019. My favorite game of all the games that I played in Gamescom 2019 is After the Fall by Vertigo Games. So what is it like? Well, again, you play against zombies, some kind of zombies, also some kind of huge monsters. It's a first-person shooter, but you can also play it in co-op mode. So in this demo, I was playing it together with one of the Vertigo guys. And we had so much fun together playing that game. It was hilarious. Unfortunately, they didn't give me the gameplay footage, but I can just tell you, after the fall, it's just so good. Why is it so good? Well, first of all, co-op, right? It's always amazing. But the graphics, incredible. I was playing in some kind of like ice level. Everything looked very icy, very cold, a bit dark. Atmosphere was over the top. Graphics looked fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Spot on. Most beautiful graphics I've seen in VR at Gamescom 2019. Then the gameplay mechanics. The gunplay, over the top amazing. Even when you only had the normal gun, even if you were shooting the normal gun, it was just so satisfying. I kept on telling the Vertigo guy, like, wow, how could you make the weapon handling so satisfying? And then it dawned to me, the weapon, it made a perfectly satisfying sound. The sound, when you shot that gun, it was over the top satisfying. Loved it. So good. Really, really amazing. And every single shot felt like, yes, that's it. Then later in the game, they introduced something else, missiles. And these missiles would come out of your glove. So you had some special glove on. When you activated it by some motion, you could like tag enemies. So you tag the enemies, then you shot, and the missiles would automatically fly into those enemies that you tagged before. Beautiful. Everything looked beautiful, and you really needed that game mechanic because there were so many zombies coming at you. Amazing. And everything in co-op. I could talk to the guy, I could hear him. We were like killing the shit out of those zombies. Fantastic. And then in the end of the demo, you were playing some epic fight against a huge monster. Guys, After the Fall was simply breathtaking, and I can't wait to play After the Fall once it's out in 2020. So very well done, dear Vertigo Games. I loved that, and I want to see more of that game. I want to visit you guys in Rotterdam, I believe. In Holland you are. I want to visit you guys. I want to play that again. I want to get gameplay footage to show people how amazing that game looks like. Yeah, then there were some other games at Gamescom that I unfortunately didn't get to play because I was there only one day, and in that time I played all this game that I talked to you about, and I met so many friends. Like I met Gamertag VR, for example. I met some German VR YouTubers. I met so many people. I met Mike from VR Oasis. I met Nady. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really an amazing Gamescom 2019. So I didn't get to play Iron Man. I didn't get to play Espire 1, but I want to play them as soon as possible. All right. That's it. That's it for this video about the games that I played at Gamescom 2019. That's everything that I got for you for this stream. Thank you so much for watching this stream. And again, if you have not yet backed the MRTV Kickstarter campaign, then do so now. Go to kickstarter.com and look for MRTV because, well, you can get cool things like the hoodie, the MRTV hoodie for 35 euros, and it's a great hoodie, a very nice hoodie. Then you could get the MRTV shirt. You can get the official MRTV shirt for only 25 euros. 25 euros, the official MRTV shirt, only on Kickstarter, kickstarter.com. Or you could get the amazing MRTV cappy for only 35 euros. Check this cappy out. This cappy is amazing. This is the snapback hat. This is embroidery. So the quality is amazing. Really, really love it. For 35 euros, this could be your cap. Go to kickstarter.com, look for MRTV, and you're going to find this cap for 35 euros, and it's truly worth it. Show the world, which is a very, very good YouTube VR channel that you like. Yes. And of course, also amazing, if you want to get several six-packs from A to B, you could go for the MRTV tote bag, also only on Kickstarter. So lots of cool merchandise. And yeah, right, our Grambo, $15,000. $15,000 on the MRTV Kickstarter. So go to the Kickstarter, and Niall, you want that shirt, get it. 25 euros. For 25 euros, it's yours, dear Niall. Denial. Get the shirt now on kickstarter.com. Look for MRTV and get the shirt for only 25 euros. All right, that is everything that I got for this stream. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up. If you loved this stream, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, tell the world about MRTV. Tell the world about this very, very good YouTube channel. And now I'm going to bed very soon. But get that shirt, Niall. Get that shirt. That is everything I got. If you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now and click on the bell button so you don't miss anything. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Oops. Go back here.